You got a new idea. Maybe it was an app, a new channel, or just a side project. You just started it. You were excited about it, you posted about it, you told everybody, and suddenly, maybe after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you just stopped showing up. You just quit quietly. Why did that happen? Even I was going through this. And when I went out and did some research and got to know the psychology of this, that just blew my mind. And in this video, I would exactly break down all of that information and tell you that it's not a discipline or a motivation problem, but that's a systems problem. So it's not at all a motivation problem. And when I say that it's a systems problem, what do I mean by that? It is the environment. The current world was literally designed to be optimized for speed. You post something, you get a like in 30 seconds. After that, you watch a video, and actually the next one autoplays on its own. The current world is optimized for speed. The current generation is living in that. And the nervous system for building a real thing is actually very slow. The feedback is too slow. It takes months and weeks to build a real thing, and you just quit it. But our nervous system, which is optimized for speed, actually doesn't get equipped with the slow things. That's why it's too hard for us, and we are just playing a different game. Not that the current generation is weak, we are playing a game that we don't have a muscle for it yet. The dopamine trap, here's what actually happens. Day one, you're fired up. You are imagining the future. You are actually getting that anticipation. Your brain is actually thinking about the results, which is actually very, very uncertain. It doesn't know it will work out or not, but it still thinks about it and gets the feel good pleasure. And that's what happens to everybody. And the day you launch it or you post something, and when you check the numbers are too low, just like my YouTube channel. And what happens next is a dopamine crash. And when this crash happens, this is the moment when most people quit, because the emotional intelligence, which was at a very high volume, is now not at all available. That's why people quit at this stage. But here's the actual case. The actual builders have the muscle to tolerate between the gap of starting and getting the results. They have trained their brain like that. And what you actually have to do is not actually fix the discipline or not get more discipline. It's just engineering smaller feedback. It's just setting a 7-day milestone instead of setting a 6-month goal. You have to celebrate shipping instead of just thinking about the success. The identity trap, and this one's even very, very uncomfortable for me as well, because most builders, including myself, we start a project on Monday and on Wednesday we call ourselves entrepreneurs. And that's not inherently bad, but that's actually can pull you forward a bit. But when the identity in your brain does not match with the reality, the best thing your brain does to protect your self image is to quit. It just quits. And you can tell other people that I would have succeeded in that project if I had tried a bit more, but that's just a reason. You're just protecting your self image and your ego. The shift is this: attach to the outcome of this specific thing. Build identity around being someone who ships, who learns, who iterates. That's the way. Continuing is always the identity consistent move. The shiny object syndrome, this is the one which everybody experiences, but nobody actually admits it. Think about it carefully. Week 1, you start building an app, okay, and week 2, you see a YouTuber actually getting blown up on the internet, and you start YouTubing. And week 3, drop shipping looks interesting. Week 4, you come back to the app idea, but with a different version of it. All these ideas are not individually bad, but the thing is, everything needs traction. Any skill, any channel, everything needs depth. And until and unless you have that depth, you're not doing that. And the problem is the switching cost. Every time you switch between one thing to another, you're just resetting a clock, which should not happen. And the real builders actually concentrate on one thing and they go deep on one thing. And here's a solution for it. If you actually get something attracted to this idea, you actually think about it for 48 hours, okay? And even after 48 hours, if you still feel that it's worth trying, you can go for it. But 9 out of 10 times that impulse is gone, because that's just dopamine addiction. You're just getting attracted to the things that get you quick money, but not real skill or any traction. The audience of zero problem, and this one actually beats the most talented people as well, because you're building in public, you're sharing your work, you're posting about things, but nothing is happening. Everything is silent. It's zero views or very low traction, and this silence actually feels personal. It's like the universe is saying this isn't for you. But the thing is, every creator you look up to had a video with just 4 views, and you are actually doing a great thing by building something and sharing it public. You are actually building an audience at the same time building a product, and most people don't do it. You have reached that stage as well. And the thing is, this silence is just not a signal, it's just not a feedback. You should not consider it as a feedback, because the algorithm doesn't know you, you don't have an audience, and that's actually the nature of the game. You have to bear through these things. And actually, the more and more you do, the more and more your audience grows, and that's where you get data. And with zero data, this might feel like rejection, but you should not accept it. You should not think that it's rejection. You have to be willing to perform in front of an empty room, and the people like this are the ones who actually push through these phases. So, what separates the real builders from the people who actually quit? The thing is, the simple answer is they just push through all these phases. And actually, they do not expect results in 2 weeks like all of us do. Even I expected the same thing when I told you guys that I'm documenting this journey of building Spearflow and AI agency. I just expected results in 2 weeks. My YouTube channel did not blow up in 2 weeks, and even Spearflow did not blow up in 2 weeks. Nothing has happened. It's just still. That's why there is no videos about that. But you have to keep doing things consistently. You have to keep building the momentum, and all these things actually feel too philosophical, but you have to make it a practical thing. So I'm 18, building Spearflow and documenting my journey on this channel. And if you want to see the entire journey of pushing through all these phases, and if it inspires you, you gotta subscribe.